Shalom, Kohalo, Yahweh Shemil, Shabbat Shemakakwadash, double honor to the elder apostles and other bishops, a great millstone, even that was again before them, taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations, all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The elder Yahshua, back with the WW3 Daily update. Shalom and salutations to you all. Got the Passover coming up in a couple of days. That humble and contrite spirit you should be working on. Anyway, I'm gonna do this real quick, little quick update. They're gathering the troops, and Most High is gonna send the Northern Kingdom. Salaka, the Northern Army, far away. This is Joel 3 and 10. Let them come up. Is that 9? That's 9. Joel 3 and 9. Let them come up. These troops. So this war is expanding. They would be involved right now in an invasion of Karg Island, but I believe that it's taken longer for the equipment, the additional carrier group to get there. I believe that's the George Bush is going out there. But Joel 3 and 9 in the NIV, proclaim this among the nations, prepare for war, rouse the warriors, let all the fighting men draw near. Let all the fighting men draw near and attack. Fighting men advance for the attack. Let them come up. Let them draw near. Okay. What is that? That's drafts, conscription, forcing people into the military. Like Israelis, all of them are trained in the military. So if you're an Israeli, you are a soldier as well. Prepare war, stir up the mighty men, let all the men of war come near, let them come up. Advance and attack. All right, so this is a New York prepper. It's Greg here. And breaking, U.S. prepares for weeks-long ground war in Iran. I thought it was over. So they're going to invade as soon as they're ready. They're not ready yet. The gear, they got logistics still coming in. They got tanks and whatever they're about to use over there on the way. So we'll listen to this, and then I have another short clip that backs this up.
What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NY Prepper. It is Sunday, March 29th, 2026, and I have some breaking news to share with you guys. Right now it is 16:09 Eastern Time here in the United States, and we have some major breaking news coming in from the Middle East. So I wanted to update you guys on the situation with Iran. So, major breaking news coming in from the Washington Post. The Pentagon is preparing for several weeks of ground operations in Iran, according to official American sources. In the past month, the Trump administration has discussed the possibility of taking over Karg Island, as well as raids on other coastal areas near the Strait of Hormuz to eliminate the military threat to commercial and military ships in the area, according to sources familiar with the details. Such moves could take between several weeks and up to several months. Okay, so more confirmation coming in from U.S. mainstream media and solid sources.
Yeah, like about 36 months. How many years is that? That's 3 years. And that's what they're planning for, at least 2 to 3 years.
That the Trump administration is preparing for a long-term ground invasion of Iran. And Iran's parliament is now considering withdrawing from the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, and that's basically a treaty that says that you vow not to make nuclear weapons, and any country that signs it basically vows not to make nuclear weapons. So if Iran withdraws from this treaty, it means that they're going to start openly developing nuclear weapons. Very, very concerning.
Very, very concerning. Let's look at this. U.S. bombs Iran's electrical grid. What's going to happen to Saudi Arabia's electrical grid right now? This is 15, 16 minutes ago. Let's see what it does. David Hookey.
This
Let's just see what this is real quick.
Welcome in, everyone. I hope you guys are doing great wherever you're watching from today. I'm filming this on the night of March 29th, and we have massive strikes that have unfolded, destroying in large part the electrical grid in parts of Iran, now under complete and total blackouts after rolling and devastating strikes unfolded. So we have a lot to get into, a lot of updates today. Even though it's a Sunday, we are getting more updates today than I expected. So we are going to break it down exactly what we know, what happened. Before we do, as always, please make sure to like.
So, if Iran just got hit, Iran just did a strike. Where's that at? You're going to report on the retaliatory strike, or are you just going to give one side of the story? Well, I'm pretty sure I know what you're going to do. Anyway, I wanted to play this guy, Chris Norland. You're being kept in the dark on this. What are we being kept in the dark on? See, that people are reporting this war is escalating, and these people are headed to their destination. They have their orders. So what are they doing? Let all the men of war draw. They're drawing near. They're coming forward. Soldiers are coming forward. Okay, how many? They're going to tell you right now. Take it away. This is Chris Norland an hour ago.
So there are now over 50,000 American troops in the Middle East.
That they're
and I want to show you.
And only 2 have died, by the way. All right, bunch of them are injured, but only 2 have died, and there's 50,000 over there right now. Not one of them has dropped dead of heat stroke or anything that happens regularly.
The latest of what's going on. Basically, the main discussion is, will Donald Trump put boots on the ground in Iran, and what will be their mission, and when will it end? And
let's see what's going to happen. Well, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. It's going to be more than 50,000 too.
How long is this going to go on, and how much is it going to cost? This is the headline just a few minutes ago. Israel vows to seize more territory in Lebanon, and strikes hit Iranian port. And effectively, depending on which news outlet you watch, some outlets will never mention Israel's attacks on Lebanon or Gaza. And I'll just be frank with you guys, if an outlet you watch, be it on YouTube or otherwise, doesn't mention what Israel's doing, just turn it off, because they're not telling you the truth. You have to address all of the issues if you're...
Both sides. You can't say that, well, Iran just got hit. Well, the game that Iran is playing right now, as soon as they get hit, if you hit my water, salinization, I'm going to hit yours. So if their lights are out right now, whose lights are going out? Saudi Arabia, Qatar? Which one?
Serious about any kind of peace in the Middle East. And there won't be peace as long as these kind of things happen. I mean, Israel's taking more land, right? It's all public, depending on if you want to look at it or not. It says here, Israel said it launched a wave of strikes targeting infrastructure in Tehran, right? So it'd be Iran. Iran retaliated, so back in...
See, you have to tell the other side. If they launch strikes, Iran is doing the retaliating right now. You're going to leave that out or tell the whole story?
Sure, in Tehran, right? So it'd be Iran. Iran retaliated, so back and forth, and that's going to go on forever, right? At this stage, we're talking about you hit my university, I'll hit your university. That's what we're doing right now, is attacking schools.
You have to tell the whole story. you leave out, oh, Iran just got, they're in the dark right now. Well, then somebody else is in the dark right now. Okay. And like he said, if you're not getting the whole story, just turn it off. Okay. Let's get that real quick. A false what? Proverbs 11 and 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So when you're getting news, if you're only getting half the story, are you going to believe that? And you need more than one source. If one source is only telling half the story, you need 3 sources. Okay, and then you extrapolate. Anyway, that's pretty much it. This thing is moving forward, and troops are moving right to the battlefield right now.
It's the whole thing is ridiculous, and it's sick. And I just want to make sure this stuff is clear. The Speaker of Iran's parliament accused the Trump administration of engaging in front of diplomacy, while quote secretly planning a ground invasion. So Iran has a hard time trusting anything that the USA says when you can see all these troops massing in the Middle East. That's why I started with there's now 50,000 troops in it.
Troops doing what? What are the troops doing? Drawing near, getting ready for the attack. They're coming up, they're drawing near. They're advancing. They're coming up, they're approaching. Okay? Why? World War III, baby. They're being gathered. Most High is gathering what? The armies of the world. Let's get that real quick. I will gather. Who's doing the gathering? The Most High. I will gather the armies of the world. What? Into the valley of Yahushaphat. Most High's judgment. I will gather all the nations. I will gather all the nations. I also will gather all nations. There's a gathering going on, right? And the Northern Army is going to be gathered, right? Your 18-year-olds will be gathered. And here's Chris talking about it.
Middle East. The Iran war exposed a split in Donald Trump's base at conservative activist conference. So that would be the CPAC thing. And it's interesting because there are certainly Republicans that point this stuff out, the costs of the war. This was Matt Gaetz, one of Trump's people, basically. And he says, quote, I come from the wing of the Republican Party that is only loyal to one nation, and that is the United States of America. Again, this is Matt Gaetz, one of Trump's people. Quote, I want President Trump to have every diplomat tool at his disposal, and I do trust that he knows a great deal more than I do. Okay, and this is what he says is the key line. But a ground invasion of Iran will make our country poorer and less safe. It will mean higher gas prices, higher food prices, and I'm not sure if we would end up killing more terrorists than we would create. So that's coming from Matt Gaetz. You're going to be more poor and basically destabilize the region and making more enemies.
And I'm going to end it right there. The point is that not only are we going to war, we're already there, but this is it. This is the beginning of the end. Get this on the way out real quick. 2nd Ezra 16 and what? 20. The beginning. The beginning of wars. I'll start at 17, 2nd Ezra 16, 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Me is Ezra. So he's like, what the hell? How am I getting out of that? Out of what? The beginning of sorrows, bad times, the beginning of great mournings, mourning, lamentation, and woe. The beginning of famine. Here comes famine. People starving. No food, fake food, little food, and hyperinflation. And great death, the beginning of wars. The troops are reporting to the battlefield right now. The beginning of wars. Okay? The beginning. This is just the beginning, and 50,000 are on their way, or there, with more. The whole Northern Army is on their way over there. All right? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? So I'm going to go ahead and end it right there, but we know what is fomenting. All right? And get your good news. You should be able to discern good news from bad and fake at this point, because they're pushing a campaign of confusion. You got to be able to see with spiritual eyes and spiritual discernment, be able to spit the bones out with that. We pray that the elector edified you, brothers and sisters.